Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Oh my god, my voice sounds a little weird right now. Welcome back to the next episode of the DEI Cimmeria campaign. We're back once again. We're ready to slaughter our enemies. We have our naval army almost ready to trap these guys and slaughter them in the rivers. We have these guys ready to take Malva next round, securing this region for ourselves. And hopefully securing some food for my poor starving men who are literally dying of hunger. Hopefully these two will fight each other in the next turnaround because now they're at war with each other. Macedon has an army, the children of Zeus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the centaurs and I'm actually going to run them over here to defend side and hopefully take Pessinus for myself. Meanwhile, the Odysseus' wanderers are going to attack Ancrea to take it for us. Of course, we're going to need to take a couple turns to get stuff ready for actually taking it, but as you can see, we'll be ready to go. The walls are honestly going to be part where we're going to be stronger than the enemy, and we're getting past the walls, of course. But like basically, like so, you know, outside of choke points, will definitely be better than the enemy, I think. So Ancrea is now under siege. Once we take Pessinus, we'll basically have almost the entirety of Asia Minor. The only places left being Pergamon, my ally, and Rhodos, my ally. So we're not gonna take them over, but you know, we're at least gonna have almost the entirety of Asia Minor. Only a small part being left here to my allies. This guy right here, we're just having him camp over here until he can rest and recover, because as things stand, we don't have enough population to replenish the that army right now. Let's see. I don't think there's anything we can do this turn. I'm just double checking because yeah, we're out of money and we can't take Ancrea yet, and I don't want these guys going too far past side until they get at least one turn to rest and replenish. That's why we haven't taken on that full stack. So if they attack that close to side's garrison will be able to assist. It might not be a big army, but it's better than nothing. Roma. Anthea, I doubt is going to be lost because it looks like at least one full stack right there in the garrison force. Oh wow, I was not expecting this. Apparently the forces of Macedon are actually attacking us instead of us having to attack them. That's very convenient for us because we are much better in the open field than they are. They're a lot better in choke points than us. Because they do have a cav advantage, but we do have better archers. We'll kind of see how this ends up panning out, but yeah, they have a lot of infantry. But I'm quite confident in our victory. Our elephants are going to struggle a little bit more in this fight than they would against like Rome, because there's a lot of spears who are anti-large in the enemy army that's probably going to be going up against us. Just one of those things, though. There we go, and then we'll have the rail spearmen slightly the flanks and slightly back to try and be better reacting against enemy cav. Of course, we'll have baggage train here. We'll have our archers here, nicely spread out, to try and hopefully maximize their damage output. One thing you can also do with the archers if you want to, if you're like worried an enemy's gonna like push in, you can always do like a a nice little checkerboard, like somewhat of a checkerboard formation with them. I don't really think that'll be all that crazy helpful, but maybe it is. So the enemy is going to have a severe cav advantage, so we're probably not going to try and be too aggressive with our cav early on. But once we have at least negated the enemy cav in some way, that's when we're going to start becoming nicely aggro. Oops, not tied. Guard mode. There we go. They're both very similar. So it looks like the enemy will be coming at a slight angle to us. So I'm actually going to adjust our lines to match it. That way the enemy's going to be head on to us. But it's going to be nice that we have plenty of archers. So the enemy's going to be taking quite a beating as they come in. So it looks like they're mostly missile cap, but they're not that bad in the melee department. So they're both missile and good at firing things. We'll have to keep that in mind. But though we're also kind of we're not classified as missile cavalry, but we also have missiles. So who knows? We'll see. Yeah, they have 2 on each flank, it looks like, with their general hanging back, so that will at least help even it up somewhat. Let's see how it pans out. So they should be reaching our archer range soon. The enemy cavalry taking the first brunt of my arrow fire. But they do have shields, which is going to help keep them alive. I think their ammunition is javelins, not... they're not bowmen, so they have shields to help protect them. We're using that to try and basically drive them off as they're trying to charge. But they have Parthian shots, so we're going to fall back. We don't want to be drawn too far out of our comfort zone here. Looks like the enemy is attacking the flank of our spearmen. Let's try and get one of our archers. We'll block it at least. Yeah, that enemy missile is being deleted. Look at that. And this one's about to be wiped out as well. Perfect. The enemy cav advantage is basically falling apart now. Fall back. Don't want to get pushed too far outside of where we want to be. So enemy phalanxes have arrived. Come on, boys. Wait, what's the situation now? Enemy's cavalry is charged straight into my axemen. That's not good for my axemen, but it's not the end of the world for them either. You fire at that enemy archer unit. We want to get rid of their cav advantage as soon as possible. Yeah, I was almost dead. Once we do that, we can start assisting the enemy with our cav on that flank. I mean, gets the enemy off that flank. Let's pull you back since we don't want you getting too far out. I'm surprised none of them went down because I could have sworn I tried to... My cav got caught out before they could fall back completely. Oh my god. My center's actually falling apart more than I expected. Yeah, the dancing on the flanks has definitely caused us some issues. We're gonna have to get our elephants involved here. Our elephants are actually going to break here. They're getting kind of whipped right now. I'm gonna put into my baggage train here. Come on, boys, into those guys. We're winning at the flanking spots, but not where not where it's super important right now, unfortunately. The center's falling apart, and that's supposed to be our strongest point, but the enemy's center is stronger than our center. That's unfortunate when you face another Hellenic faction. Is that at that point it becomes the strength of your hoplites and not really the strength of your arms that become the most important factor in the fight. My general's bodyguard is kind of stuck in this fight against an enemy that has superior numbers to it. Come on, boys. Fire into their behinds. Yeah, this army might actually be defeated. I did not expect that. I misjudged just how strong the enemy army is. on, boys. Get him. The problem that we're having right now is that our melee boys who are supposed to hold the line did not hold long enough for us to, for my archers to use up all their ammunition. Because of that fact, we ended up not being able to use up all of our archer advantage because the enemy's infantry were just that much stronger than my guys. So archers are still getting don't have enough time to get a super strong defense. So at this point, who's idle? Oh, that guy must have broken and come back. Oh well, that victory is not going to be ours today, team. This just makes it that much more interesting. That means Asgarth is probably going to be able to take the settlement from these guys, because we weakened the enemy army. Not enough for us to win it, but it should be enough to allow them to Asgarth to probably win with a healthy full stack. I'd be surprised if that's not the case. What's the situation over here? You guys are considered idle, so let me pull you out. Get you guys into these guys' backs. You guys are out of ammo, so I'll invest you in their behinds. Did get a nice rear charge off, but these guys are about to break again. You guys have returned to the fight, but I don't think you're going to be able to do much of anything. My general, I'm going to have to pull him out before he gets stuck there. Charge right into the boils. Charge right into their behinds. Get my general out of there. My Scythian archers are doing a great job, but it's not going to be enough. I'm going to try and rear charge to assist them, though, with my general. Come on, general. Good job breaking them, boys. Alright, right into their backs. Good job. Alright. Boom, rear charge right into their backs. Alright. Alright, fall back to general. We broke one of the enemies. Just countercharge that one real fast. I'll get rid of it. Hit them before they get braced. Perfect. Right into the backs. Come on, buckaroos. Our Scythians are doing a surprisingly good job of dealing with the enemy. Let me pull out my companion cavalry here. Come on, boyos. Yeah, Scythian's about to break. Not too surprising though. Yeah, there goes my archers there. This point with my cav, once the last of the archers start breaking off, it's going to be time for me to just withdraw. Alright, let's withdraw with my cav now. But we were defeated this day. Oh my. Withdraw. Book it, boys, book it. The enemy's a small lighter than us, so they're probably gonna actually catch up. Withdraw! Run! We have been defeated this day by the might of Macedon's army. Their hoplites are better than our hoplites, so no, you guys stop withdrawing. Run! Fly, you fools! Salvage what we can. The enemy's might was just too much to this day. It was a costly enemy victory. They lost a little bit more than we did, but they also had a lot more troops than us. Oof. Our cavalry did a decent job. Our archers did a good job, but the center of the enemy, those pikemen really were what beat us there. We demolished the enemy cavalry, slaughtered them. But their center was stronger than our center was. So while that was a situation where the name of the game there was to try and hope our center held long enough for us to win the flanks. Fortunately, as we won the flanks, the center collapsed. So I think Ankrea is probably going to fall to Asgarta, which is unfortunate because that's the settlement I really wanted. Why would I do that? I have no need to. If Asgarta doesn't take it, I'll be amazed because we definitely weakened the enemy. They lost like half their army, so. That army's gonna have to fall back to Tartarsos to rest and recover. That army near side, I'm going to try moving up into position. I didn't expect to need to do that, but it looks like we will. Though once we defeat Macedon, that's going to be the last Hellenic faction that we're going to be defeating. That we need to defeat. At that point, we won't have to deal with an enemy phalanx force, so we won't have to deal with being beaten in such a way again. Loading screen, come on. There we go. Military subversion, hitting exposed. Yeah, Asgard is now besieging Ankrea, and I'm going to assume they're going to win. Odysseus' wanderers are going to have to fall back to Tartarsos to rest and recover. Yeah, the enemy has an army here. I have my own army here. We're just going to have to stare at each other. I mean, I could try taking them on, but we're going to hold. We're going to play it safe for now. We don't want to lose side if we can help it. Alright. Time to rebuild this army. Let's see. Yeah, that's still the most elite hoplite unit I have. So we're gonna have to keep making use of them. We don't have any pikemen to make use of to try and counter the enemy, so it's gonna still have to be these guys as our center. Oops. Where did they go? There they are. 3-6. Baggage train is being recruited. We need. Oh wait, no, we already have our archers. We just need 2 more archers. That's why. That's why I was like, wait, I don't have enough room for anything I'm supposed to have. Where did my heavy spearmen go? There you are. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Rebuilding the army. But yeah, Asgarta, I doubt is going to lose that. I mean, that's not the strongest army, but so they might fail. Well, I guess we'll find out. But I can't take this army away from Sai, or else we're going to have issues. And Malva shouldn't be a hard target for us to defeat. I kind of have both these armies here because I was more worried about there being an actual threat here. So we're just going to take this. If I had moved the other army up, I probably would have lost as much, but it's fine. Nice job, brave companions. Yeah, we still have the same problem, though. While we're no longer suffering attrition, we now need to fall back to our friendly territory to actually rest and recover. Because there's not enough... there's not enough... population, Hellenic population here. I might take this chance and upgrade this to a Hellenic outpost. But I don't have enough money for that right now. There is the remains of a Getaean army, so I'm actually going to wipe them out. Actually, I don't have a move to fully wipe them out, but oh well. Let's move our navy here, and this is going to be our first naval battle. It's not going to be against a very strong foe, but this is going to be showing the might of a Hellenic navy. Essentially, it's going to be a very, very straightforward fight, I can assure you. Essentially, we're going to set everyone to ramming speeds. Though we could probably win if we boarded them, because we do have all Greek Marines. But I like ramming, because ramming is fun. I don't mind the rain. So essentially, our entire game plan is going to be for this battle: grab everybody, except for the useless one. We're going to set them to ramming mode. I think this is ramming mode. I think. Yeah, I think this is ramming speed. So all of our Marines have range damage, but I don't know if they're actually good at fighting, comparatively speaking. But we're going to just ram the enemy. We're not going to board them like some. But of course, we have to have our general in the center, our flagship, our prime Boboyo. Actually, the general's right here, so let's have the general against the general. And essentially what we're going to do is we're just going to ram the enemy right into them. So basically the entirety of the thing that we're doing right now is we're just grabbing a guy, saying, you ram him, you ram him, you ram him, you ram him. Just ram. Ramming speed. You may ask me about strategy, but I'm just going to say ram him. That's all we need to do. I'm going to grab these guys around the flank. You guys don't have anything to do yet, so we're going to have you guys go around the flanks. Yeah, rammed right into them. Boom. Almost wiped it out. And that one actually successfully wiped out the enemy general. Vircher and you around here to ram. You ram them. You successfully rammed into my general's flank. How rude of you. You'll soon see the error of your ways, good sir. Come on, General. You're just taking a bunch of free damage. Move! Alright, now we basically just gotta keep ramming the enemy. The enemy has some well-built ships, so they're able to keep going after one ram. So we just need more rams. More. Where's it? Oh, they got a good ram off on me there. Now we're having an issue where our ships are kind of being stalled out because they're not turning very fast, as fast as we need them to, so our own ships are starting to sink. Because I think we're both like equally sized, or maybe I'm slightly bigger than them. But still it means that we have a problem of the enemy actually being a threat. You keep going this way. You actually go ram them. General needs to move. He needs to get himself out of there. You guys need to just get out of there as well. General, I think, is about to be rammed. Oh, almost barely got rammed there, but he's fine. Yeah, that was a really good flank on the enemy side there. Let's keep moving. The enemy's about to break. At this point, we could kind of finish them off here. I don't think there's any really thing left on the enemy side, is there? Oh, apparently there's one ship that's left. No, these guys have been harassing our lands for a long time, so they're just getting what's due to them. You can't board them? Come on. I ordered you to board them. Are you denying me, your admiral, my demand of boarding them? Where are you going? The enemy's right there. Ramming speed! Boom! Oh, I didn't quite get him. Alright, ramming speed again, let's go! No mercy! Come on, you almost got... No! Why are you stopping? They're right there. Almost! Almost! Oh! He barely got away. That looked like I was ramming him too. Yeah, we lost 3 ships because we weren't the best at maneuvering our ships the whole time. I was kind of hoping like 1 ram would be enough, but no, it's not. Except we did instantly delete the enemy general, though. We did do that. Because we instantly eliminated him. But because our general actually has a really powerful ship, everyone else is kind of like a middle-of-the-road ship. If these were barbarians, the ramming would be better, but they're not barbarians. At least not barbarian ships, I should say. We've successfully taken the seas. We might need to might need to get close to Panti Capon, I think. I mean, this is a docks. Is this a military wharf? Yeah, it's a dry dock. Pursuit ships. What would you allow recruitment of? Apparently, I can make better, good ships here too. So let's go to Edessos to replenish our stores, I guess. Now we can convert this to I think we already have a nomadic outpost there, so we're going to make a Hellenic military colony. The fires of Hephaestus are actually starting to recover some troops, so that's a good sign. I do like the +3 morale bonus for all guys. Let's see, but I also like the movement bonus, so let's go for that. Because that'll mean that this army move quite fast. What's the situation here? Yep, you're good. Yeah, this guy's move closer to side, which means that this will definitely become a battle. I could fall back into the settlement, but I kind of want to try and see if I can bait him against me. Yeah, this army, the Odysseus Wanderer is going to be out for 3 turns until it gets rested and recovered. Been fully replenished in terms of troop movements. Where's my other, like, let me just double check to make sure I haven't, like, forgotten anybody. Apparently, oh yeah, I forgot the general here. I do like the reduction, like in reducing upkeep. It's always a nice thing to have. The Master of the Scouts, I like it. Increased campaign movement range. The Centaurs are over here with my faction leader. They're doing fine. What's the political situation like? And these guys are my main threat. These guys, there's not quite enough yet to risk a civil war, but it's not the best there. Alright, let's end turn. Now we're probably going to see Korea fall to someone I didn't want to take it. But, I mean, that Asgarta will have a random territory far from the rest of their lands. There goes my beautiful vision of a united Asia Minor. There's just gonna be an ugly spot right in the middle, unless I broke an alliance, but I don't want to do that. I'm quite content with my alliances right now. Oh, Pergamon, did you just take Pessinus? We'll see about that. If they do take it, good on them to getting another territory in their region. I don't mind Pergamon taking that back, because it was Pergamon's originally. I can't see the situation over there, but I think the Dalmatian army was might have been wiped out by my ally. It's hard to tell. They're not there anymore, so I'm gonna have to assume yes. Because I don't see them anywhere.
We will come for you in the night.
I won't call my allies up, I'll just deal with them myself. It basically means that, you know, we're at war with the Romans and the barbarians of the north. So just another barbarian. I'm not too worried about them taking out my hoplite forces. I'm mostly concerned about them taking out everything else. So, let's see. Research complete. Yeah, I just finished, no, I didn't finish that one. I just finished labor organization, right? Yeah, and then this one. So that means I just increased my tax rate, my public order, and my influence. As well as increased the loyalty of everybody. That was very nice. City plannings, I mean, it would be nice to get, but I think I need more military buildings and stuff. So let's go for... let's aim for... I like the melee cavalry, but let's go for this one. There we go. So here I want to build... Oh, look, I can build that just realized farms if I want to for a grain resource. Though they do have a problem with that they don't give that much food if I invest in that direction. Well, I guess I could just build a normal homestead here and kind of do that. I think I'm going to do that. Build a sacred grove here. I like sacred groves. They're very nice. Public order and sanitation boosts. Yeah, let's do that. Construction report. Lots of buildings being upgraded and things of that nature, so that's good. We can finish off this army here and remove it as a potential threat. Looks like Mount Sid's got the highest percentage of this army still left. So the enemy has successfully, you know, kind of stalled our advancement deeper into Roman territory, but they haven't quite stopped our advancement into the barbarian territories. I'm tempted to try and see if I can go. Yeah, no, they're still dying of food poisoning and stuff. Yeah, like, on the problems here is that the being actually taken by my allies is actually mildly inconvenient. Just, you know, I think I was making a D into my food place. So as things stand, there's no real food in that province, so we're kind of like stuck here until these guys are finished replenishing their guys, but they're kind of absorbing them as they get them. Scythian Axemen just changed yet again. I guess that must be like advancing or something, but I don't get access to new troops, right? Say, yeah, I've maxed out my military buildings, so these are like the best I can get. It's late boss for Lancers. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, what's the popular? Like honestly, Syria is probably the one that's being like is having the most amount of population decrease, just because I'm using it as my main source of getting armies for a long time. So it's basically people are basically just being grabbed and thrown into wars essentially. But no matter. We're just gonna have to take some time to rest and recover my armies. Honestly, I wonder if it'd be faster to move to our friendly territory here or wait. Yeah, well, we'll experiment. It'll take less time to get here. Let's go there. These guys I'm actually going to leave here to hold Malva, because I'm expecting these guys need to hold here and maybe advance out this way, while these guys are going to need to hold here, and just in case Peldalva decides to become an issue. I don't see any armies here, so I'm kind of tempted to actually take these guys and move them south, and then take these guys and move them north. Yeah, it's not a full stack army here, so we can move here and wipe them out pretty easily. So yeah, that'll give us this whole region of Dacia under our control, which I will definitely appreciate. Wiping out an enemy faction at that as well. Yeah, this region over here is no longer as much of a center of my empire. And Korea is still being held here. Macedon looks like they might be trying to push around me, but I'm not going to have that. So this is me basically trying to stop them from getting any further right now. These guys still have 2 turns left before they can do much of anything. So I think we're just going to have to end turn here. It's just kind of at a point where we can't do much. Oh, I kind of forgot about my navy. Oh well. Kind of forgot to, like, you know, see if I could recruit one of my new guy to replace him. Yeah, Pestinus was retaken by Pergamon, and Macedon's like, hell no, that's my territory, and just retook it. Bactria is just like moving back and forth across my lands right now, not really doing much of anything. But if they chose to attack, it'd be actually quite a big inconvenience for me. But we've started to establish a good relationship with them since we, you know, took them over. So, yep. I was hoping that I was hoping there wouldn't be an enemy army there. Inconvenient, but not wholly unexpected. It just means we're going to have to move that army that I was hoping to use to take out the remains of that faction, and I'm going to have to take it to instead defend that capital, because I'd rather not have my investment be completely wasted. Because synchronicism is honestly the best one in my view. How did I get here in one turn, but I can't move their back in the same amount of time? That just makes no sense. I'm going to encircle this one because I want to actually, because it's going to be the last one here I want to actually take, and plus I don't really want to have, oh my god, these guys are almost full as well. So we're about to be rested and recovered and ready to go to war again over here. Dacia is going to be our military hub of the north, so I'd rather not have it be, you know, weakened right now. Oh, look, I can upgrade these guys to have better armor. Perfect. What can I recruit here now at this point? Like, at this juncture, I can recruit not really anything all that powerful, except for my Scythian armored archers, which, you know, is always nice to have. And Korea lost, it looks like, when they tried to take... And Skarta lost, but they did wipe out the army that was defending Korea, which is honestly a big boon for us. So they are definitely ended up being a lot more helpful than I expected. Which means they're just a weak garrison army right there. Oh, they defeated and sacked it. They chose not to conquer it. Thank you, Asgard. I very much appreciate it. They're mustering one more round for these guys. They'll be done. Pessinos, if that army moves out to side, I will have an army. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to cancel the recruitment. I'm going to move over here. Then I'm going to recruit them back. This will basically allow me to move to side in one turn to help defend it in case it's required. Pessinos is taken. Alright, let's enter. Whew, but yeah, we're definitely in a situation where now that we have Dacia, we'll at least have a staging point in the west. Because right now, one of the big things we've had is all of our staging points have been in the east. And, you know, in Syria, so they would have to keep moving. Now we'll have a staging point in Dacia, which means we'll be a lot closer to the enemy when we make new armies. And we'll actually have a place to fall back to, because Thrace, for some reason, is just a place where we just literally can't eat anything. Sure, I'll take it. I don't mind. Mind having another ally. I don't mind letting you live, Egypt. You haven't caused me any problems. You had plenty of opportunities to, and you didn't, so I'm going to let you... I have no problem letting you live. The only reason why I encircled them was actually because I was planning to end the episode there, but I kind of forgot about that. Oh well. We'll see if we get attacked. That's going to be the immediate episode. Otherwise, I'll get my guys ready in position to where I want them to be at the start of the next episode. So they're actually attacking us. Perfect. It makes my life even easier. Oh, I mean, actually, if they hold it up in their city, that's probably easiest for me. But I'm going to quick save, and I'm going to save. So that's going to be the end of the episode there, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, slap that like button down below. Subscribe to see more of my content, and I'll see you guys next time. Here we are going to defeat the last of this faction who dared oppose us. And we're going to wipe them off the face of the earth, making this territory ours. Have a good day, night, evening, wherever you guys may be, and I will see you guys next time.